Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of the DarkMatch. This time, we're going after WWE Battleground. I'm Ironbite Dash, and with me tonight is...
I'm DigiPig. I came to smoke weed and review Battleground, and I'm all out of weed.
Damn, I could use some.
I'm Magpie, your foxy friend and the baddest brother on the planet.
You son of a bitch!
I told you I was going to steal a catchphrase. What, did you think I meant a wrestler's
catchphrase? Doesn't
catchphrase?
make it okay.
I didn't even catch that.
No, I am your foxy friend Backlash, welcoming you once again to another episode of DarkMatch. And it is time once again for What is Iron Sheik Tweeting? And
I really wonder.
What a happy night.
This is gonna be good.
Who want to see the legend replace the howdy-doody Hulk Hogan in the WWE Tough Enough? Give me hell yeah!
$50 million this cost them.
Did you just call him the Howdy Doody?
Yes, he did.
Wow.
You know, we'll get into Battleground in a second, but $50 million Hogan cost them.
Holy fuck.
That is, and now, granted, the stock market did take a little bit of a tumble on Friday, but that's a full $1 they lost in stock.
That's a PR disaster in general. I mean, never mind the
Ouch.
money. Just like, you just cultivated this Special Olympic. We've seen the montages, the Special Olympics, the raising awareness, the be a bully, this and that. And for God's sakes, his theme was, I fight for the rights of every man. Almost every man.
How many people in the wrestling business could that money house?
50 million?
Yeah.
We're talking probably all of Ring of Honor.
Yeah, and it's gone to this lawsuit over the fuck.
And
Not
half of TNA.
Yeah, because they're like in debt and stuff.
Oh, you could. I mean, $50 million. I mean, Hulk Hogan, rightfully, by the way. I'll honor the WWE on this one. They got out in front of this and have completely owned the narrative. There was no other way you were going to get anything out of this unless you fire him.
It was part, we had to do this just in the world that we live in, but it's part muscle move where it's like, well, we can make money off Hulk Hogan, but we're putting him in a position where it's like, we know we're in charge, Hulk. And then the second you have a chance where you're like, oh, I can hustle this guy out of here for good reason, which Hulk Hogan will set himself up for, WWE will just hustle his ass out, man. It was like, I sense part muscle move, but definitely like, yeah, he said fucked up things, but I mean, I don't know. I inherited the fact that we all say fucked up things, and I've known that part of Hogan. Like, Hogan can just like walk, he could walk past me and just be like, "What's up, brother?" I know what he means, but
We all know what it means. But
yeah, I mean, I personally don't care if he says fucked up things, but WWE, you can't live in that world where it's just like, I can't work for that company and just expect to get away with it.
You could be a Hulkamaniac, I just can't date my daughter, damn it.
I did. That was a two-parter for me though, because first I read the quote. It was on the radio show, and it was just a radio show where it just like it was Hulk Hogan talking about how bemused people, how black people were just calling him, "Yo, what's up, my nigga?" every time he saw him. And he was like, "I'm just amused. I didn't know how like open people could say it now." And I'm like, he got fired for that? That's bullshit. And then I got the transcript of the other one, and I'm like,
Yeah, that's not the one he got fired for.
Yeah. I haven't even heard the other one he got fired for yet.
I'm not gonna. I don't want to discuss the content of what he got fired for because that's all over the web.
Yeah,
it really is.
Though, really, I have to ask a question: how long before he shows back up in TNA?
Not actually.
God.
It's not. TNA is even scrubbing.
You know that Dixie would give him his job back if he came to her and said, "I'm the reason your company is losing money," because she'd fucking believe him.
I know that, but right now, somebody is scrubbing TNA of any reference they can, or in their shop, on their website, of Hulk Hogan. So somebody who is smarter than Dixie.
What are we gonna do with this warehouse full of T-shirts?
It's Don West that's doing it.
Yeah, it has to. It has to be. It has to be somebody's going. This guy is poison right now. You don't need this. But it's a Hulkster. Dixie, listen to me. Here's a shiny tinfoil. Go play with it. Yay!
Yes, but we all know that'll only keep her entertained for so long.
I know, and I just hope come September when TNA loses their TV deal, it's she doesn't try that.
Okay, of course, they are actually counting on the fact that they can survive on their overseas market.
Which is fine, except you have to go overseas to have an overseas market.
Yeah, that's not happening. Especially when Jeff Hardy still works for TNA, right?
Yeah, and he's not allowed out of the country.
Yep.
They're planning a Bound for Glory pay-per-view in October, by the way.
Oh, wow.
You know, we missed Slammiversary.
Get robbed out of a good seat.
No Leaf wanted us to review Slammiversary, and I'm sorry we missed it, but we're not missing Bound for Glory.
No, we're not. Yeah, all right, so
we keep saying this every year, but it could be their last one.
This one actually might.
Hey, Backlash, do a super cut of all of us saying this could be TNA's last moments of us on the show.
I've been wanting to do compilations of our stuff for so long, but I have to go through so many episodes, and they're all like an hour to 2 hours long. I don't have time for it, but I've got to do. I have to do something for when TNA finally goes under.
Yeah, that's true. Hey, speaking of going under, let's talk about Battleground.
Oh yeah, that thing we were supposed to have been talking about for the past 10 minutes.
Yeah. Okay, pay-per-view.
There were things I liked on it.
I don't remember much of it. Yeah, that's basically it. I mean,
there's really only 2 points that I have to bring up. One of them is Cena versus Owens, and the other is The Undertaker, which is really it's really anything anyone's talking about from this.
Yeah, because let's have The Undertaker come and take his revenge a year and a half after the fact.
And Brock Lesnar's now scared of The Undertaker.
I'll have more to say about that later.
Yeah, because let's dive into this.
Yeah, because it doesn't take long to figure out that this is just a filler show when our opening match is R-Truth versus King Barrett.
King, what's up?
They're still frickin' feuding, aren't they? Yep. And
I tuned it out like white noise, man.
Why? What started this? What honestly started this?
What started it is R-Truth is crazy and he wants to be the Burger King.
That crazy brother.
Then let him. Just let him team up with him, okay? You form a tag team because Lord knows the Lucha Dragons aren't doing it anymore.
Yeah, they could call
themselves Dragons are awesome.
Burger Kings.
Yeah, they're awesome, but they've kind of been, dropped by the wayside, kind of like the Ascension.
Well, the Ascension deserves it. They're dropping by the wayside. The Lucha Dragons at least can be interesting on the sidelines, like the Usos.
Yeah, I'll have more to say about that later when we get to Cena versus Owens. But yeah, this match, it happened. It was okay. It was of little consequence, and I don't have anything else to say.
That's it. The copy paste what Backlash said for me, because all they had is R-Truth's awesome spots, and again, little consequence does nothing for neither guy. And I have to wonder who did Wade Barrett piss off?
Someone in the back. Someone in the back got their bean salad eaten.
It's the man who has become the bane of WWE, Kevin Dunn.
Oh God, him?
Yeah.
Why is that fucking chipmunk motherfucker still employed?
He saved the library.
His pops did.
Oh yeah, that's right. His father saved the library. So Kevin Dunn automatically got a job due to nepotism.
Oh.
Could you imagine?
That explains everything.
Could you imagine Vince McMahon Sr. on his deathbed? Vince McMahon Jr. Yeah, that's right. holding his hand, going, "Dad, Dad, is there anything I can do for you before you die? Give the Dunn boy a job." Is that this segment crashing and burning?
Yep.
Dude,
Yeah, that's what I figured. All right, so let's go to the actual pay-per-view, because that was pre-show, by the way.
But it doesn't get any more interesting from here because our first match is Sheamus versus Randy Orton.
to be fair,
Yes.
St. Louis
of white
killed
noise.
Randy Orton on. Like we were actually taking bets, like how much is the crowd gonna give a fuck if start affecting the match immediately, but them actually really caring about it spurred them on to have a way better match. But I'm still sick of it.
Wait, what were we talking about again?
I don't know. Why is this a thing? Are they feuding? Admittedly, I don't watch Raw as much as...
Yeah,
I just don't watch Raw because nobody watches Raw, but...
I can't tell you. I really can't tell you. All I can know is Randy Orton needed something. Seth Rollins was tied up with Brock Lesnar, so they gave him Sheamus.
Why?
Wait, what?
I thought they were trying to hype up Sheamus with his return, but I guess not.
Well, he won Money in the Bank, and as we all know, when you're the Money in the Bank winner,
I forgot he was Money in the Bank. Jesus.
yeah.
But if he wins Money in the Bank. Who's the new face he dethrones and feuds with when he cashes it in?
Dean Ambrose,
Probably. Oh, who knows? It's probably going to be like fucking.
John Cena.
It can't be Rollins because Rollins is heel.
I don't know, because there's nobody for Sheamus to really feud for, unless they're gonna have Daniel Bryan when he comes back win it, and then Sheamus kicks his head off, and oops, gives him a concussion and forces him to retire.
That's... You know what? We've talked about that depressing subject enough. Let's move on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Randy
that's the
Orton
general
wins.
feeling of Orton versus Sheamus matches. We've talked about that depressing subject long enough.
Yeah, Orton wins with an RKO out of nowhere.
And was it just me, or did the mics get turned on, like they were trying to cancel some chants or something? Because it sounded like really like suddenly a lot of noise.
I don't know. It was all white noise to me, because
Yeah,
that's all this is. White
it's not
noise.
just Sheamus' finishing mover. That's what it was.
Yeah, seriously, it's just, yeah. All right. So, hey guys, let's have the New Day versus the Primetime Players.
Oh yeah,
I actually like this match.
yeah, me
I did too.
I dug the hell out of this match.
It's a basic formula match and how like the primetime players operate, but Titus O'Neil is so good when he just gets that hot tag, or like maybe not like super amazing, but like really energetic with it and good as himself. So it's really awesome to fire off. It's just Darren's taking a little longer to just get over.
I don't think he's, taking too long to get over. I just think, I just think it's the fact that they're not too sure about Darren Young.
It's like here's what I'm hoping. Like he can get over, but his best chance is to do that in the ring. Like he's selling really good right now, so there's an investment in there. He does the Morton part, and then Titan's great at the hot tag. But I want him to grow to the point where it's like if he gets to like almost as good as Tyson Kidd, then it'd be like, oh, cool, this guy's gonna get way more exciting because at least when he's in the ring, he's super exciting, and then when they're doing promos, fine. You see what I'm saying, though?
Yeah, and again, it's like the New Day. They were, when they changed it up from this. Well, we're gonna be this super serious. We're gonna be the new Nation type stable, and then it's, maybe we should try something other than the New Nation. I know. Let's let them talk about the power of positivity.
God, was it me and Arrow that talked about this, or Backlash? Was it me and Arrow, or you and me that talked about this when we were on the call?
I remember talking about this with someone about
You had to be in the call because we were talking about how we had this theory that the New Day were just those pray the gay away youth pastors.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Really? Oh, I missed so much. Again, good.
So
good.
it'd be like, new day rocks. It's pretty much just no cock, no.
Oh, oh, we love you, Kofi. Don't come and kill us.
Biggie, you had my favorite
like,
Hulk. Biggie,
like you tried in my dream.
All right, shut up. Biggie, legitimately, you had my favorite tweet about the Hulk Hogan situation ever, man. I love you.
Oh yeah, I saw that tweet. It was great.
We retweeted that, right?
I think
Yeah.
so.
Yeah, real quick break. I love you, Biggie. That was awesome.
Nobody's gonna say anything to Xavier Wood. Okay.
Oh, yeah, it was good. I love that guy.
Again, you know, I'm liking the direction they've taken the New Day since they've turned them full heel. And the primetime players, you guys are right. They're fun to watch. Darren Young needs a little bit more, I don't know, cooking or backing or something.
Oh, cooking's good because he's a simmering. Like you can see that he's just like in it, and then he knows how to do what he is. He just needs to grow
Yeah.
more.
Yeah.
Titus, though, it's just like, yeah, he still needs catching up in bigger parts, for longer matches. But he himself is just like way more comfortable and definitely has an energy when he gets the crowd excited. So, yeah, that team is definitely gonna grow more. It's
Which
just Darren's got to get that in him when he's working in the ring. You know what I'm saying?
Which is kind of weird because Titus O'Neil looks like Cheeseburger from the remake of The Longest Yard.
Is that where
You
Cheeseburger-
actually saw the remake of The Longest Yard? You poor
I was-
bastard.
I was flying. It was one of the movies offered.
Is
So
that the
you
one
didn't
that Steve
you didn't
Austin
look
did?
out the window.
It was raining, and the other movie
That's a beautiful time to look out the window.
the other movie I believe was Pretty Women, and I am not a Julia Roberts fan.
Pretty Woman's a good movie.
I'm sure
Even
it
if you
is.
don't like Julie Roberts.
I'm not a Julia Roberts fan unless it's Aaron
Damn
Brockovich.
Street.
Aaron Brockovich.
Anyways,
Yeah, this match it was pretty
Primetime
good. It was all
players
right.
win.
It was pretty good.
Primetime players win with the Clash of the Titus.
Is that what that
You
movie's
know, the more I look at that move, the more I say that move, it actually grows on me.
Clash the Titus, yeah, totally.
It
pretty cool.
it just puts a grin on my face. Like, hey, it's the Clash of the Titus. So we go backstage where Paige is meeting with team actual wrestling women. And
called? Way to create that.
what, do you want me to call them Team Paige or Team we actually know
That
what the fuck we're doing?
Oh,
And,
whatever.
I love Becky Lynch. I have her goggles.
That's right, you bought those.
Yeah, I did buy them. And Charlotte, I get it, you're a Flair.
I swear to God, if you cross over into that line of being a wrestling fan where you cosplay, Jesus, where you cosplay to the live events, I'm gonna scream.
Well, that's a thought. Hey guys, it's Roman Reigns versus Bray Wyatt.
Again, why?
I don't get this. I honestly don't get this between the two. I don't. Can someone explain to me who watched the build for this since Money in the Bank or
I'm
Yeah,
gonna try
Money
to
in the
decipher
Bank.
this as best as I can with my dog barking in the background.
all right, do that.
Shit, and this is off of. I saw the whole feud too. I'm a rubbernecker when it comes to watching Raw. I will watch it every week for the most part.
Brave bastard, you.
Yeah, I love the roster. I'll put up with a lot of shit because I love the WWE roster in general. But that being said, though, this is still gonna be hazy. At Money in the Bank, the catalyst, which is the catalyst of this, was the exact same catalyst as the Ambrose feud, which was I'm about to win. Oh no, supernatural things. Here's Bray Wyatt. So that's how this feud started. But the explanation of Wyatt's motivation to go after Reigns this time was, I thought, because they showed a picture of your daughter, it was like, oh great, Bray's gonna try to convert. The Sandman storyline. He's gonna try to convert Roman Reigns' son to just be a Wyatt follower or some goofy nonsense like that. And I was just thinking, they're really going to do that? Are they really going to do that? Are you fucking kidding me? But then it kind of progressed into this. That was getting in your head. The same thing in the Ambrose feud when it's like, oh, your dad is in jail. That was supposed to be a little nugget of antagonization, whereas the other one with the daughter actually seemed like it was going to be a full plot line. But then it goes into cutting out the mouths and eyes, which rips off a horror movie whose names escape me. This is a moment where Chris can chime in with his fucking New York accent and be like, oh, it was actually this Magpie. But anyway, he has pictures of like Roman Reigns' face, and the eyes and the mouth are cut out, and it's just like false idol, or I'm figuring it's just like it was a false idol, but I don't really know because Wyatt's promos don't make sense anymore.
It's like a creepy shrine or whatever.
Yeah, there's a creepy
candles
shrine,
and stuff. Like anyone but you, and it's kind of like that's what the fans were thinking back during the Royal Rumble. Anybody but you.
Oh God, it's a year too late, isn't it?
Yep.
So Bray is fucking going all creepy ass cult leader.
Digi's right. They do they throw in the little nuggets in these nonsensical promos of now, where they're like, oh, you were the golden boy. You had the shine of the world on you and magnified it on the clouds of the people. He had like he throws those little instincts in there to be like, see, we know what you're talking about. Roman Reigns gets special treatment. We'll put it in our stories. We listen.
Oh my God.
It still made no sense though.
That still makes no sense.
I'm absolutely confused by this whole thing.
I am too, because again, this is a year too late for this.
Like, please explain something to me, guys. Is it hazy, like, because of my bad explanation?
No, it's
or is it hazy because it's like, did it make sense, but the story is just dumb? I don't know at this point.
It just... I don't.
It's not just all the pot that we smoked. It really was hazy.
I mean, seriously, there is absolutely no reason for Bray Wyatt... Okay, if you're going to have Bray Wyatt feud with Roman Reigns, and apparently they are, the best you could do is go, you had the whole world in the palm of your hand, and you let it slip through your fingers. Now I'm going to take the rest of it away. Simple.
You just summed
easy.
up like you just summed it up so like, oh, wait, that would have been just a good 3-month feud. Just summed up in like that sentence.
More evidence we can book this shit better than the people who are actually booking it.
I know. It's not hard to book Bray Wyatt. He's creepy. He doesn't like popular people. He thinks he's the new Undertaker. Well, run with that. Husky Harris has reinvented himself as this creepy cult leader. Okay, let's run with that. Let's bring back the Wyatt family. Oh, wait, we do.
Let's be fair to the match, though.
Let's expand the Wyatt family from Luke Harper and Eric Robbins. Or Rowans. I don't know what the fuck that bearded guy's name is.
Let's be fair to the match. This was the best their match they've ever had.
Yeah. It was... Bray Wyatt is still Husky Harris, but it's just the way he looks adds a menace and an impact to everything he does. And let's face it, Roman Reigns is one of the toughest sons of bitches out there right now. I mean, the beating he took at the hands of Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, it was legendary.
It really was, because he took everything Lesnar could dish out, and you got to believe that some of that was super stiff.
Remember,
WWE.
Remember, Universe. He died for your sins.
Right. So, I mean, again, it was an okay match, and then the ending happens when Reigns decides that it's time to get serious and throws chairs into the ring. And as he's grabbing more chairs, he gets super kicked by a hooded man who's about 7. It's Luke Harper. All right, You cannot. Nobody could tell me that wasn't Luke Harper. Even when the announcers were going, "Who was that? Who's that hooded man? Oh, it's Luke Harper." There is not that many people who are 6'8".
Well, that's not true. At first, I thought it was Tomko.
Okay, I'll give you that. And he's 6'5", by the way. He's 6'5". I was wrong, but again, and this sets up Sister Abigail, which is one of the creepiest moves I've ever seen. And Bray Wyatt wins. Wait, at a pay-per-view?
Wins at a pay-per-view.
Are we in Bizarro World?
Wait, Bray Wyatt actually completes a match at a pay-per-view without fuckery happening?
Well, fuckery happened, but it was fuckery for him.
And battlegrounds where fuckery is like on display.
There's
Like, that's the place for fuckery.
Yeah.
There's no holograms of Princess Leia or anything.
Yeah. So, we go back.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, go ahead.
All right, so we go backstage where JoJo. I just like saying her name, JoJo, and is interviewing Team Bad. Yeah, that's Team Bad. We have Team We Can Actually Wrestle, and Team We're Fucking the Top Star.
Wait, who's Alicia Fox fucking?
Well,
It's probably someone.
Right. So they're talking about, well, as you guys know, Ryback has suffered a injury that resulted in a staph infection, so they called off the Intercontinental Championship match.
You know what? Is the Intercontinental title just cursed?
It must be, because at this point, if I was said, hey, you're winning the Intercontinental title, I'd be like, going, all right, book my hospital room right now. So, to replace it, the WWE smartly gave us a triple threat Divas match. That was actually good.
I really liked this match.
It did help that 2/3 of this match were NXT. That's right. You had the boss, the dirtiest diva in the game, and Brie Bella. Really, Brie?
I was trying not to make a Sunny joke because I'm like, that's a great nickname, but I'm not fucking it up.
Okay. And again, you had Sasha Banks and Charlotte in there, who can cover up for the inadequacies of a Bella.
Here's what I really noticed about this match, and to explain it musically, it was like when you watch Charlotte and Banks go back and forth with each other, they were on that rhythm where they're just used to, and they can just like complement these moves and whip them out. It's almost like I've used this metaphor before to explain other wrestlers and chemistry, but it's a Shawn Michaels British Bulldog effect. They can go at that rhythm. It's like two musicians that are playing together and can actually speed up the tempo to a faster rate. And then they're doing that pace, and then in the middle of that, they're like, "Wait, what's go? Oh, okay, that's right. Bree's in the match. Hey, Sasha.
Yeah,
yes, Banks. Okay, we'll just slow it down to 2 spaces before. So, and then they perfectly just sink back in there, and very well, I think, included Bella in there too.
Yeah, they were able to cover up, and definitely worked Brie into the match, despite the fact that, well, she's Brie Bella.
It did make it seem like the bigger if this was like elementary school, the bigger girls were playing, and then the little sister was like, "I want to play too, guys," and then the girls like, "All right,
have your turn." Isn't that adorable? And apparently, Brie decided to channel her husband with some Daniel Bryan chest kicks. So apparently, either Brie is really learning how to wrestle the Daniel Bryan style, minus the flying headbutt from the top rope, which he honestly should have eliminated completely, or she's learning this through osmosis.
When you spend your time with somebody, you just like have long conversations, and there are just some things you pick up just by listening and just studying. And of course, being around Daniel Bryan, you're gonna just like ask, okay, how do I plan out a spot?
Yeah, maybe a year from now she'll start finishing people off with like yes locks and shit.
or better yet, she'll start hitting them with the running knee.
Yeah.
Anyways, so the finish comes after an amazing let's go with a suicide dives, and here's a slingshot plancha, and it's like, wait a second here. Oh, that's right. These are NXT girls. They know how to do this shit. And then we end with the figure 8. Because Charlotte is too tall for the figure 4. I'm serious. That's the only
I know the reason why she does that.
She's twice the legs.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, good lord. Because if she put somebody in a regular figure 4, it'd be like, okay, so what's the rest of you gonna do? They'd only go up to her knees. Well, I guess I gotta continue it. So, yeah, Charlotte wins for team We Know What We're Doing.
See, that was a better ad lib. Team, we know what we're doing.
Yeah. Because that's pretty much it. Now we get to the match where things go wrong. And I'm going to explain why they go wrong.
Oh, please do, because I think I know why.
John Cena versus Kevin Owens for the United States title.
Match.
Yay!
Now, I talked about Kevin Dunn earlier.
Yes.
Kevin Dunn has been employed with the WWE for a long time. He's basically Vince's right-hand guy. We give Vince McMahon a lot of shit, some of it rightfully so. But a lot of the stuff that we complain about is not his fault. A lot of the stuff we complain about is the fault of this man, Kevin Dunn. And do you know how Kevin Dunn views NXT? He views it as a threat to his job. Because it's Hunter's project. It's what Triple H and Stephanie are doing to basically create the future of the WWE. And he doesn't like that because it doesn't fit in for what he wants. And if it doesn't fit in for what he wants, he might become obsolete. So, what we got tonight was John Cena basically popping the hype balloon that was Kevin Owens. Because Kevin Dunn does not want him to be the next big star. The only reason Seth Rollins is WWE champion is because he's Hunter's boy, and Vince said, yes, put the title on him. I guarantee you, Kevin Dunn is not happy about that.
Kevin Dunn has to see the writing on the wall right now. He has to know if NXT gets any... Let's face it, if NXT gets any bigger, and it's getting bigger, Triple H is molding that into his vision of what the WWE is going to be once he fully takes over. The first act Hunter does is say, Kevin, you've been very loyal to this company. We're happy your dad saved the tape library. But you need to go. Now.
In the past 3 years, in its current incarnation, NXT has been around for the past 3 years.
Yeah.
The only stars that have really gotten into the top echelon are the Shield. And really, that's just Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns. And really, it's just Seth Rollins right now. It will be Roman Reigns pretty soon, but no, right now, it's just Seth Rollins.
And we would love to say Dean Ambrose, but...
Ketchup and mustard.
Yeah. Although that was funny. Again, Kevin Dunn does not like what the direction Triple H is taking the WWE into, which is going to be, you're going to see more guys like Kevin Owens get called, hey, you want to try out? Because Triple H looks at these guys, he looks at the following that they have, and he goes, there's money right there. There is money right there.
Smart thing to do as a booker.
And Kevin Dunn, meanwhile, looks at it and goes, but what about all these big guys I've brought you, Vince? And Triple H looks at all those big guys and go, knee problems, back problems, arm problems, neck problems, knee problems, and whatever the problem Big Show has this week. I think it's a goiter or something. But This match, by the way, was a thing of brilliance.
Yeah, that all being said, this was probably match of the night.
Oh my God, Owens and
without question.
Cena. I never thought Cena would be, you know, would have a match dragged out of him like this, but apparently he's found a partner in Kevin Owens.
Instant chemistry. Absolutely.
Instant chemistry, which is...
This is the first time I wished, like, when that was first booked and Kevin Owens walked out, I had no problem with that at all. I'm like, this is going to be good. I didn't know how great it was going to be in the 3 matches that we got since then, but just that feeling alone, I'm like, this is going to be special. And
by the way, this is coming off the heels of Kevin Owens losing the NXT to Finn Balor in Japan in one of the best matches of the year. And so you think, oh, this is Kevin Owens. He lost the NXT title, but he doesn't really care about that. He wants the U.S. title. He's going to get it. STF in the middle of the ring. Owens taps.
I thought Owens was going to get more psychotic just because he lost the NXT title.
And that's after, like, so many false finishes and kicking out of finishers and all that crap.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't mind John Cena winning the match, if I'm going to be honest, because it's a great match. I was okay with that portion of it.
I mean, we had the super FU. We had a super FU off the top rope. Come on now.
Oh, there was
imagine,
some heinous stuff.
Like, imagine if you did the SDFU, like, towards the end of the match, and then Owens would have just, like, fought his way out of that near the corner, but grabbed the rope, and then he would be so depleted, Cena would immediately, they'll grab him, get up on the second rope, and then super FU, and then he wins the match. Because he already just, like, broke
such a better freaking ending to STF in the middle of the ring, Cena torques back. Have Owens pass out. Seriously.
Yeah, they could have done that. They could have had him pass.
That would have been rad.
You know, I really would have felt better if Owens had passed out and saying, "You never beat me, Cena."
No, because then that would have given room for the feud to continue, and they don't want that.
Oh, that's right, because we can't let Kevin Owens get any hotter. You dumb motherfuckers.
We got to cool them off. Let him feud with Cesaro, which will be good, but
actually,
he'll cool off, and we can put more focus on Brock Lesnar, which I'll talk about in a second.
Those guys will steal the. Trust me, if that is a well thought out feud, even on a forgotten show, that will automatically steal whatever the fuck they're doing. Believe me, that's one of those feuds where it's like we will build something from this.
Especially since Cesaro wants to be noticed. Hey guys, do you guys remember that The Miz is still a thing?
Oh yeah, because, well, he was supposed to be in the Intercontinental title match tonight, so he comes out to complain, basically says like, oh, I was going to beat Ryback and the Big Show tonight, and then this brings out the Big Show, who punches Miz in the face and then leaves. That's the entire segment. We don't need to say anything else.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, Big Show turns heel, he turns face again.
Which, I guess he's not with the Authority anymore?
I don't know anymore.
Face.
I don't know. Hey, guys! Let's go to Suplex City.
Oh, good. Maybe one of us will get a car door thrown in our face.
Oh, God. Fuck you. You know what? This is my... we have Brock Lesnar versus Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins, who is without J&J Security and Kane. Because Brock Lesnar has ripped through the Authority like X-Lax.
Which is how he should do it.
And it's like there's no J&J Security because Jamie Noble has a broken arm, and Joey Mercury, I don't think they ever got him out of the car. And Kane has a shattered ankle.
You know, I won't complain about the build-up. They've made Brock Lesnar look like a monster. Very good. Very good on you, WWE. You're building up someone properly. Not the guy we want you to build up properly, but you're doing it well. Here's the problem. It's Brock Lesnar. This man has proven over the past year that he is not concerned about the safety of whoever he's wrestling. Like, I'm just going to throw them around and hope they don't get hurt. And if they do, well, that's their problem.
It's not mine. I have a guaranteed contract for 3 years.
Yep, and now it's getting worse because in an event that horrified me to my core but has been completely glossed over by pretty much everyone, there was the segment that we just talked about with the car where Brock Lesnar ripped apart a car. Impressive feat. But there's footage of when he took that car door and it flew into the audience and hit someone in the face.
Luckily, that person was okay.
Yeah. Now, fortunately, the person it hit was okay, but he might not have been.
Into the crowd. He threw the car door into the crowd.
I don't know if you've ever tried to lift a car door. They're about 80 pounds.
Brock Lesnar.
It's a giant piece of metal.
And Lesnar threw it like a frisbee.
He did.
At someone's face.
Someone.
Like a frisbee.
It could have, it could have hit a little kid or something, you know.
And
I am not comfortable with Brock Lesnar being on TV anymore. I'm going to say that now.
I was never comfortable with Brock Lesnar being on TV in any way, shape, or form because he doesn't give a shit. He went to Japan so he could have a frickin' vacation. He worked a 2-minute match and then left. Then he went off and he saw the sights or something. I don't know. The man, have you guys heard of him working house shows? Because I sure haven't. He doesn't care. This man has worked you, Vince. Send him home or put him up with somebody who can actually be a physical threat to him and who is going to hit him as hard and as stiff as they can. Who's going to...
Someone get a 58-year-old man to fight Lesnar.
That's why him and Hardcore Holly had that really awesome match that one time because they're both sandbagging each other.
I mean, for God's sake, put him, pay Kurt Angle, build Kurt Angle a new body. And have him...
we can rebuild him, guys.
I would 100% support that. WWE just puts all their funding into rebuilding Kurt Angle. Yes.
And have Kurt Angle 2.0 come in and rip apart Brock Lesnar limb from flying limb. No, instead we have The Undertaker. A year and a half too late to get your revenge.
Yeah, he could have showed up at WrestleMania and handed the victory to Rollins or whatever the fuck.
Which would have been a better build.
He could have come back and at any point and just utterly laid Lesnar out because apparently The Undertaker can do that. And Lesnar's gonna sell for him. See,
he's not gonna sell in an actual match.
But he will sell a beating. But he won't sell in an actual match, and that's the problem I have with Lesnar. He doesn't give a shit about anybody, so he's not going to sell for their offense. Kofi Kingston, yeah, I get it. He really shouldn't have been able to, given him anything that could actually do anything. But there's a certain point where you can go, okay, he can drop kick me a couple times, and I'll sit down a couple times. That's fine. I'm still getting him over. Nope, it's just, oh, did you try something? Nah, let me take you to Suplex City for a while. Oh, by the way, 11, 12, 13 suplexes.
I counted 14.
In this new build of Lesnar, where they took the character of making him like even way bigger of a monster than he was in 2003, really gets in the way of like what I liked about him back in that time. And this is why I was so bummed out about this match. Though I love watching Brock Lesnar kick ass, I was hoping this was just going to go back to like the CM Punk, Brock Lesnar dynamic where they're like, okay, let's treat this like a wrestling match and do these things spot out. And I was hoping for that with Seth Rollins, who I always believe you book that guy with anybody, he's going to give them the greatest matches of their career.
But no.
I'm bummed out that he's booked against Cena. Actually, it's late. I'm bummed out that they're probably going to do a champion versus championship match. But at least I trust that match is going to be amazing because Seth Rollins is in it.
But again, we're talking about Brock Lesnar. And this match was Brock Lesnar just throwing Rollins around because he can.
Because Suplex City, bitch.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. And now we have The Undertaker taking on Brock Lesnar, and Lesnar is scared of The Undertaker.
He's just...
Why? You
Wrestling.
killed him. You killed him dead.
Wrestling.
You broke the streak.
Wrestling. There's always a suspended belief that you have to have, but not after the Lesnar build recently and the deterioration of The Undertaker, where I'm like, no.
Although,
like, I would believe way better that Daniel Bryan would have a chance against Brock Lesnar in a WrestleMania match versus I would trust that match dynamic and believe it 100% more than I would ever believe this incarnation of The Undertaker now. And especially after the WrestleMania match, being able to, like, now I'm reinvigorated to take on the Beast again. Fuck that. You die in the next match. That's the story.
And here's the thing about that. The Undertaker disappeared again after he killed Bray Wyatt. That was it.
Yeah, he pretty much killed him and that's it.
Yeah.
He killed him and then went on vacation. I get that you have limited dates that you can use The Undertaker, but I'm not buying this, especially since it's been a year and a half since Lesnar killed the streak.
Yeah, and I always thought that was going to be it for Taker.
Which has become kind of an underwhelming factor in wrestling. I mean, it was always treated as like this grandiose thing, something that could never be done, but now it happened and nobody seems to care. It's like
because it's Brock Lesnar.
He still shows up at WrestleMania. He still shows up. He still kills whoever he faces.
Yeah,
because it was Brock Lesnar who broke the streak. Who did nothing with it other than have Paul Heyman go, the conqueror of the streak. Yeah, we get it. Get another.
Eat, sleep, conquer, repeat.
Thank you. Yes, exactly. And it's just like...
in exactly that voice, too.
Okay, so you gave it to Brock Lesnar. What's he going to do with it? Oh, wait, he's going to do nothing with it. There's no character to Brock Lesnar right now other than I'm the Beast.
Well... he should be a beast. Does he?
There's a point where when that becomes all that you are, and I get bored.
Fair enough.
All right. Sorry, that's just how I see it. Ugh. Anybody else got anything?
I really was hoping this match was going to be way more awesome.
It just.
I mean, I was marking out with the suplexes, even though I know how dangerous they are. Good God!
But again, it's just not.
He'll make it look like. He'll make it look. Like, most people say that old phrase. This guy will make it look like a millionaire in the ring. Seth Rollins will make it look like you're worth $1 billion.
I don't really think he made Brock Lesnar look like that.
Didn't happen here because he wouldn't sell any offense.
And here's
every time Rollins hit him with something, he was just like, "Oh, mosquito bites, whatever."
Super kick.
Oh, here's another German.
About that.
Here's another weird thing about the booking in this match. When Taker came out, where the fuck did Rollins go?
Where the fuck did the ref go?
He was neither was seen again.
The ref and Rollins just vanished on us.
They just vanished into the X zone.
Actually, here's a thought. Has anybody seen Rollins and that particular referee and the Undertaker in the same picture or anything?
Do you think Rollins has the urn?
Actually, I think Rollins and that referee might be the fusion of the Undertaker.
This is how you make the Undertaker.
They're the component parts.
A random referee is what you need to make the Undertaker.
Yeah, it's like how both members of Beer Money make JBL.
Now here's a better question. Am I talking Dragon Ball Z or am I talking Steven Universe?
I'm only half nerdy because I only know what one of those things is.
Title.
So that's Battleground.
Yep, it happened.
Yeah.
Now, so what game we playing?
We are doing What Is All HBK's Fault?
Oh, thank God, because I couldn't find a tweet that made me giggle a lot.
Car doors getting thrown into people's faces is all HBK's fault.
Yeah, that's good. Let's see. Ryback getting a staph infection is all HBK's fault.
The word nigger is all HBK's fault.
Don't worry,
I'm
people.
sorry, I meant brother.
Don't worry, people. He's allowed to say that one.
Yeah, one of the few people on the show who can.
It's funny, but
Oh, come on. Everybody unite and say the word.
Kevin Dunn, like, nervously eating a bag of chips while Owen steals the house is all HBK's fault.
Okay, I take it back. That is pretty funny. Oh no, what am I gonna do? He's popular.
Oh my god! Oh, my job's on the line.
John!
I better go climb a tree, look for some acorns or something.
Actually, have you seen a picture of Kevin Dunn?
Yeah, he looks like a chipmunk. I know.
Good lord, I mean, yeah, he is definitely. Wait a second here. I'm looking at the wrong. Oh yeah, wow, holy crap, is he a chipmunk? Oh my god.
Oh,
Is that
God.
all HBK's fault?
I think that pretty much does it for this week, guys.
Yeah, we still got plugs though.
Oh, right, plugs. I always forget the plugs because, we haven't been part of...
We're supposed to be the
for a
big
while.
leagues now.
Yeah, I know. All right, here we go. Be sure to chat with us at piledriverwrestling.net, where we are part of the OSW Podcast Network. Listen to great content like OSW Review, the Attitude Era Podcast, the New Generation Podcast, and the New Blood Rising Podcast, and join the community to discuss all things wrestling and MMA. You can follow us on Twitter at DarkMatchPod, like us on Facebook at DarkMatch Podcast, and subscribe on YouTube at DarkMatch Podcast. And you can subscribe to the audio version of our podcast on iTunes, Stitcher, and Podbean. Please make sure to leave a comment and subscribe. That's going to do it for this week, folks. For all of us here, I am your Foxy friend Backlash.
I'm Ironbite.
And I'm DigiPig.
And I'm Magpie. And I've got a message for the Action Man.
What? The who?
The Action Man.
The action? Okay, go ahead. Was that it?
No, that was it, yeah.
All right, good night and good luck.
What the hell was that?